Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you are doing great. Welcome into another YouTube video. So, my friends, as usual, another exciting video that will involve an explanation of how we can style our random walk plot. And my friends, if you haven't yet watched the preceding video, I highly encourage you to go and watch it. It is really great, my friend. It will help you to understand clearly and easily how you can generate random walks. And my friend, it is really fascinating. You will be able to execute different random plots with every execution, and you will understand, my friends, how we can really make random choices using the choice method. So my friends, now let's dive into another video, and through this video, my friends, we're gonna understand how we can really style our plot. And to emphasize, my friends, the most important characteristic, such as the dots and the other characteristic that we would like to make much more appealing, visually appealing and attractive, and they emphasize, my friends, some other ones that are not important in our plot. So I walk you, my friends, through all. We're gonna cover all of these things, my friend, in this YouTube video. So welcome again. So my friends, the first functionality that I have added into this program is the while loop, my friend. As I have already shared with you in previous YouTube videos, that the main role of while loop is to enable us to avoid redundancy, because constantly, my friends, like we're creating a program, we will be required to repeat some instructions or some block of code. And without the loops, like either while loop or for loop, that will inevitably lead us to redundancy and to having an awkward and less readable program. But thanks to while loop, my friends, we're able to repeat or execute a block of code as much as we want. So the second thing, my friend, like it is similar to, like I haven't changed nothing. We have just generated a random walk object. Here is, my friends, where the most important thing started to happen is with the point number variable. The point numbers variable, my friend, it will carry a list that involve items from 0 to 5,000, because my friends, in the previous video we have mentioned or stated that non points, it is the variable that enable us to identify how many dots we would like to generate or draw in our plot. And my friends, in the following line of code, we pass the air values and like the x coordinates and the y coordinates, so of the dots, my friend. And here, my friend, the C point numbers. But before I break down the use of the C point numbers, let's move into the C map. So the C map, my friends, C map argument, it really help us to like drawn our dots at a gradient format. So what that means, what this does it mean? So my friends, the early dots that get drawn into our plot, they will have a light color, and the later, my friends, that will be drawn into our plot, they will have a darker color. That, my friend, it will make our plot much more informative and useful in terms of readability, because once you're gonna look into the plot, whenever you see a light color, you will understand that this dot, it is one of the colors that had first generated in our plot. And if you see a dark color, you will also understand it is one of the last colors that get generated. And my friend, as we're going to see in future videos, that will be really useful when we are actually generating real life or real world data. So my friend, let's move into the following line. The following line, my friend, it enable us to really individually modify or style or customize point in or dots in our plot, because my friends, occasionally we will be required to define or to make a dot in our plot to stand out from the other by making it, for example, bigger and with a different color. And that's what we have done here, my friend. So, my friend, the color, the first the first dot which got drawn into our screen, it will have the green color, and it will be much more bigger than the other ones. And also, my friend, the last one who gets drawn into our screen, it will have the red color, my friend. So, my friends, the minus one that you see between square brackets, as I have already mentioned in other videos, they enable us to retrieve the last item in the list. Also, my friend, it will be much more bigger, as we're gonna see here, my friend, in the plot. So now I will execute our code to get the plot, and you will be really astonished about how appealing it had become. Here it is, my friends, as I have already explained in the code, that the first dot will get generated in our plot. It will be drawn with the green color, and the last one, my friends, with the red color. And you know, my friends, automatically this plot, it will disappear after 20 seconds, so we can generate another one. So here, my friends, uh, like by the input statement, to ask the user whether he want to generate another plot. So we're gonna enter y. Here it is, my friends. Thanks to randomness, every time we get the first and the last dot at very different coordinates that is not linked or associated with the previous coordinates. Okay, everyone, now let's move into another features that I have added to our program, that it contributes to much more readability. And yeah, because my friend, as you know, the main role of data visualization is to provide us with a clear, with a clear, with a clear chart that it will help the viewers to understand it clearly without like gazing at it a lot. For that reason, we use numerous colors and numerous things. For that reason, my friends, the first thing uh, that I have added into, or the first feature that I have added into our program to fulfill that is removing the axis. Uh, because really, my friend, that in this program I have recognized that axes are extremely useless. They are just distracting the viewer. So, you know, my friends, when creating these plots, we need to search or peruse them or analyze them very deeply and search for all the things that doesn't really contribute to the to a good plot, and just discard them and remove them, because the majority of these plots, my friend, in real world scenarios, they are provided to stakeholders, so they can know either the sales are increasing or something like that. And you know, the stakeholders, they know they want to get information very quickly and rapidly, usually because they are faced with a tight schedule. So, you know, my friend, I really need to avoid these filler words. So I could have said, therefore, my friends, we have added these new features. And the second feature, my friend, that I have added, also I use my friend overly, so I should have said, so like those folks, the second feature that I have added, which is, I'm searching for it, which is filling to make the plot fill the whole screen, because in previous or in preceding plots, the plot was very or monumentously small and not too clear. Like, but by just this function, we're able now to increase its size, so to fill the whole screen. Okay, my friends, now we're gonna go to increase the number of points that will display into the screen. Those thus the plot, it will be much more denser, which will enable us to see these dots much more clearly. My friends, I will try to rephrase that, and I'm very sorry if you get frustrated because I keep rephrasing things just to make them both clearer and much more easier to understand, and also my friends to just to make them easier to digest and to understand for you. We're going to increase, my friends, the number of dots to 50,000. And my friends, you have a lot of freedom or flexibility to add this the number of dots as much as you can, but you might just be aware that you might face two problems. Either your computer, it will overheat because it will very hard from it to generate all these dots in the plot, like there is a lot of calculation and the processing. Or secondly, your plot, it will be more cluttered because there will be lots of dots generated, and it will be cluttered, and that will lead it to be meaningless. So my friends, let's not I shouldn't have used so. Those, my friend, let's execute this program. I don't know, my friend, what. Yeah, here it is, my friend. As I have already told you in the explanation, we have get rid or removed the the axis, and also we have expanded the size of the plot. And here, my friend, just by viewing it, you will clearly or easily or straightforwardly understand its pattern without like gazing at it for a long time. So thank you, my friends, if you have reached the end of the video, and I hope that it had been really an informative and great video in where we have created a random walk and harnessed the power of Python and Matplotlib to create great uh, visual like to visualize data and extract meaning from it.